Hello and welcome to Melbourne 22. I'm James Liotta.
And I'm Kate Garrard. Wait a minute, where is Aaron?
Didn't you hear? You scared him off.
Awesome, my work here's done.
No, hang on, don't go anywhere. I can't do this without you, please.
Okay, fine. Actually, Aaron will be away for a few episodes, so please make welcome the beautiful James Liotta to the 22. Tonight we catch up with Anna Burgess to find out why yoga is still taking over.
We get colourful with Melbourne's most creative nail artist.
And I discuss cigarette butt litter and the aftermath of our actions.
All that and a little bit of dance coming right up. Do a little dance.
Thank you so much for tuning into Melbourne 22. Episode 9 is full of action.
Episode 9, are you guys still out there? Well, if you are and you're loving the show, don't forget to check out our Facebook, Twitter and Instagram pages for all things Melbourne 22.
And to kick us off, the lovely Anna Burgess checked out some Melbourne studios to find out why Melbourne is still taking up yoga at all ages. Let's take a look. How can a 5,000-year-old style become more popular in Melbourne than our own national sport? Well, yoga has taken over. It's known to reduce heart disease, it increases weight loss, it can even improve your sex life. So I, Anna Burgess, and these wind chimes behind me are going to discover our inner yogi. Namaste. I'm here at the Gokula House to try some Hatha Yoga with Jez. Let's go check it out.
Had a little bit to drink. Yeah, that's a little thing I wanted to do out east. Yeah. I'm nothing too emotional, my goodness. I couldn't be serious in a room full of jackknife eyes. Stop talking about the years. You sound like Louis Vuitton. And we rolled on in my back shed. Played some poker, scratched my head.
I feel amazing. Incredible. I do yoga myself, but you see, I've never had a class like that before. Is this your own style or a combination of styles?
This is a combination of different styles, but it's vinyasa flow, and it's a really it's a fun way of doing yoga. You move your body with your breath.
And how did you find yoga, or did it find you?
Well, I was doing, I had some health problems, and my health practitioner at the time said, you know, you should do the cobra pose. I'm like, cobra pose, how do you know what that is? And said, well, you got to do a yoga course. Yeah. So I did a 10-week yoga course, and that was fantastic, and that was the start of my yoga journey.
Hey guys, I'm here at Bikram Yoga in Fitzroy, and I'm here to chat with Susan about all things Bikram. I'm so excited, and I'm getting a little, I can feel the heat from out here. It's amazing. Let's go. So what does yoga mean to you in your life?
It's all about, a personal thing, and obviously the more people who do yoga, I think that it's going to make society a better place. And I always tell students at the end of class, when they're lying in their final shavasana, I always tell them, hold on to this feeling of being really peaceful. My feeling is that when you meet people, your friends, strangers, whatever, they will actually feel your peace, and it's like a ripple effect. The more people who feel this, it'll just make society better, and that's what this yoga is about.
Hey guys, it is freezing out here in Melbourne today. We're here at the Anti-Gravity Studios here in Fitzroy. We're gonna go and try some aerial yoga. Let's do it.
Come and meet your new dance partner. Well, I found this to actually rehab my body. So I was pretty much damaged. I needed shoulder surgery. I had a cracked sacrum. I had a lot of injuries, and I was researching online ways to rehab myself without getting surgery.
So that just goes to show then that anyone can do yoga. We've been discussing that a lot over the last few days, that no matter injury, so you've had it all and you can do
Pretty
it.
much. Yes, you just got to work slowly and work at your own pace, at your own time. So listening to your body, monitor your own resistance.
When you come into it and you start experimenting with it, just new ideas and new movements and new things evolve from it, and people just want to take it down their path.
It's never too late. You're never too old. You're never too sick to start again. And this is what it's all about. It's about doing something for yourself. Nobody else can do it for you, just you.
So guys, as you can see, Melbourne is just bursting at the seams with yoga classes, studios, incredible. Melbourneites are getting on it. Why don't you go and find your inner yogi? Namaste.
So what do you think, James? Are you going to try out some yoga?
I want to try the aerial yoga.
So do I. That looked awesome.
Looks
I felt
like a
like
lot
I
of
was
fun.
like Anna was like Supergirl there, just swinging back and forth.
I love a superhero. Yes, yes. But now we are joined with Bikram Yoga Studio owner and chiropractor Michael Houghton. Thank you for coming, Michael.
My pleasure, James. Thank you, Kate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Michael, first of all, we already saw there's so many different types of yoga that are practiced and taught.
Mm-hmm.
How do you find which style is right for you?
Okay, it's a good question because there are so many different styles, but we should clarify that what we've seen in the video is demonstrating Hatha yoga, its postures and movement. This is to separate it from the many, many other types of yoga, mental, physical discipline, practices, devotion. What we're talking about in the Western mind is physical practice. It's a combination of movement with breath. It's very specific. You use your mind, you use your breath and the body to create healing. Now, in Melbourne, we are blessed. There are many, many different styles. Bikram, for example, Iyengar, Satyananda, Ashtanga, so many different styles. And even then when people go to little studios that practice Hatha yoga, those are just eclectic blends. So there are a huge varieties, and it means people have an opportunity to try so many different things to find something that will work for them.
So what is the most important thing in your practice and your teaching?
In my personal practice and as a teacher, in both of those, as a student, it's being present, it's being aware of what you're doing in each moment with your breathing and with your movement. So the student must remain present and listen to instructions, follow them carefully. As a teacher, we must also be present and be very, very connected with the class. We're giving specific directions, guiding people through movements. In the Bikram class, for example, we don't demonstrate, we give verbal instructions. And those instructions need to be very clear, very precise. You need to just be in the present moment, not thinking about things in the past, not thinking about the future, but just being within yourself.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And do you think that yoga is a type of exercise that we can all do for life?
Definitely, definitely. Yoga is a timeless, holistic discipline of healing and health. Hatha yoga, which we're talking about, the movement of the body, is actually designed to heal the body. Now, in our context, in the Bikram context, we have a saying, you're never too old, it's never too late, you're never too sick to heal, to be born again. If you think about exercise as compared to yoga, exercise brings to my mind sport and the physical activity that people conduct to prepare for the sport. If you're a runner, you run as far as you can, as fast as you can, and eventually you're going to injure yourself. If you play football, for example, you will sacrifice your body in order to win or to achieve something within that sporting context. Exercise in that sense can be healthy, but it may be damaging. Yoga, on the other hand, is using the body to heal the body, and in that sense, it's timeless. I mean, I'm 66. I hope to continue this for the rest of my life.
I would have given you only 65. Mate.
Oh, thank you, James. Yeah. We're right up there together.
Look, thanks so much, Michael Houghton. It's been really great to have you on the show.
No, thank you very much for asking me in.
Thank you.
Okay.
And coming up next, I give you the lowdown on the effects of being a butthead.
The aerial stuff seems like a lot of fun.
Not the Bikram? Not into heaters?
Yeah, no. Heaters. Yeah. Ah, yes. Now, to kick us back into it, we have 60 seconds with Melbourne's nail artist, Chelsea Baggin.
My favourite thing about being a nail artist is just that I get to come to work every day and be totally creative. As cliche as it sounds, it kind of chose me, I think. I just started doing it as a hobby. I've always liked getting my nails done. It's something that I'm really passionate about, and it's been really nice to see such a positive response and see that people do like it as much as I do. I did a book, which was really exciting. That's probably one of the best moments. I never really thought I'd get the opportunity to do something like that. I have had a few male clients, not as many as I would like to have. I just kind of feel like it's crazy that I've been able to turn this into a job out of just a hobby. Trophy wife for life.
You know, before going to that package, I thought that was someone who's going to like paint with their nails, like paint pictures.
Come on, get with the program. Nail art is like the in thing.
I don't even have it. I bite mine.
Well, boys can do it, she said. From a male's perspective, what do you think of the nail art? Do you reckon
I think it's marvellous. Fantastic.
Okay, I'm going to book you in next week.
Great, done.
Anyway, last week I got the lowdown on what cigarette butt littering is doing to Melbourne. Let's take a look. Butt littering is a big problem, and you need only to look around to see how big of a problem it really is. It is estimated that around 7 billion cigarette butts are littered in Australia each year. 1/3 of these are found on Melbourne streets and entering our waterways. Cigarette butts contain the remnants of tobacco, paper and filter. Residue contains toxic chemicals that leach out into our environment, affecting much more than you think. These butts are not biodegradable and can take up to 15 years to break down. Flicked butts can cause fires when not butted out properly or when thrown out of a motor vehicle. This can start fires and elevate to bushfires or house fires. Of all the cigarette butts that are littered on Melbourne streets, more than half of these end up in the stormwater system, flowing into the Yarra River and then eventually into Port Phillip Bay. This is polluting our water and harming so much of our wildlife and aquatic life. Melbourne's beaches are littered with over millions of butts each year. A 10-week study found around 25,000 butts over a 200-metre section of St Kilda Beach. Butts may be small, but what they lack in size, they make up for in numbers, costing Australians in excess of $1 billion each year to clean up. Everybody needs to do the right thing. Seriously, don't be a butthead. Nasty habit, hey?
I know, hey? Not very good, not very good. But we are lucky enough to be joined by Skype all the way from Adelaide with Butt Free Australia's CEO, John Phillips. Thanks so much for taking the time to speak with us, John.
It's my pleasure to talk with you today.
John, can you tell us a little bit about your organisation, Butt Free Australia?
Our organisation, Butt Free Australia, focuses on reducing the incident of butts in the environment. So that is a direct campaign, an ongoing campaign that targets smokers to butt their cigarette butts into appropriate infrastructure, change their behaviour and don't be a butthead.
And what do you think is the main reason for butt litter?
We do a lot of social research with smokers. I really have to say it is laziness and it's habit. It's about smokers realising that whilst butts are small, they're also potentially litter and they can cause harm in the environment and they need to dispose of these butts properly.
John, what changes have you seen during your time with Butt Free?
Well, Butt Free has been through a very interesting stage, especially when several years ago we had a change to the regulations relative to smoke-free areas and of course moving people outside of restaurants, and we agree that they should be, if they're going to smoke, outside of restaurants and not impacting on other people. But of course when they moved outside into al fresco type dining areas, they took their butts with them, and so we've seen an increased number of butts outside.
That's a lot of butts there, John. But is there anything you wish to say to those buttheads watching?
Well, quite strategically, in our advertising, we ask them, please butt it, then bin it. Please don't throw your butt out the car window. So our social research has told us that smokers who are often aggrieved because they believe that they're singled out want to be addressed with some courtesy. So we're saying please. Now the answer is please respond and put your butt in a bin.
Thanks for joining us on the show tonight, John. I really hope the audience takes on this information.
Well, it only takes a few minutes to make a difference to the environment and have a much cleaner Australia. So thank you.
Up next, we ask you what you do on the loo and find out why Melbourne loves to dance. So, what do you do?
What do you mean?
Scrunch, fold or wrap?
Let's just say there's not enough time to fold. What about you?
Well, I would say it depends on the quality of the toilet paper.
Oh.
I mean, if you get that rough stuff, you need
that's enough details for me.
More padding. But if it's good quality, you just get it right
Oh,
in there. You know?
stop.
Just, no? Too much?
Let's see what Melbourne does.
Awful.
What?
Paper or toilet paper?
What'd you say?
Fold.
Fold. Fold.
Sometimes scrunch, sometimes fold. Depends, yeah. Depends if I'm in a rush or something.
Fold. Yeah.
I'm too lazy to fold.
It's risky if you scrunch it. It could I don't know.
Yeah, you might not get the whole
the
thing.
way it just comes out.
Fold.
Fold. Scrunching seems weird.
It's just cleaner, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be getting single sheets out, and the wrapping thing I think is weird.
I've never heard of the wrap. The wrap's a new concept to me.
I'm a rapper.
Scrunch. I fold.
I think, I don't know, maybe I do both.
Oh, scrunch.
What?
Yeah.
It honestly depends on what mood I'm in.
You just don't want to get it. You don't want to get it on your hands, do you? Like that's the main aim when you're doing it. Like
Scrunch.
you don't want to get it on yourself.
I think fold and then scrunch just works better.
Wow, I think you can really tell a lot about someone about what they do.
Yeah.
Like the scrunching, folding, a lot about their personalities.
I wanted to ask that guy with the mow what he does with his mow, scrunch, fold or wrap. Did you see that thing?
Oh, he does anything depending on his mood.
Yeah. I wonder if as you get older, if it changes as well.
Well, if you've got more time, if you're retired, I might start being a folder or
Yeah.
a rapper.
I'll look into it. A rapper.
Anyway, if the world danced more, do you think it would be a better place?
I think the world would be a bit more flexible,
Well,
have a bit more rhythm in their life.
Bit more fun?
Fun. Fun's the key word.
Bring the beat in.
I love to dance because it allows me to express my emotions outwardly. Oh, amazing. I love dancing. It doesn't really matter what it is, but yeah, fantastic.
It's a lot of fun just to feel music and just dance and express joy.
I love to dance. I live to dance. I used to dance all night, yes.
It's just a good feeling.
And for escaping like everyday life problems, like I find it's almost like therapy.
When I'm dancing, I feel myself.
Dancing gives me a range of emotions.
Sometimes sad,
Yeah.
sometimes really happy.
When I'm dancing, it's as if I get taken into a world of like my own, really.
If more people in the world danced, the world would be a pretty glorious place.
It'd be so much better because, you know, they could share our joy and there'd be music playing all the time and just everyone would be more happy and everyone could just dance everywhere.
Definitely a better place.
everyone would kind of be able to bond through dancing and movement and music.
It's a feeling that's undescribable, so once you do it, you won't stop.
I love that. There was no twerking.
There was no twerking. I don't even know what twerking is. I'm a bit behind the times, I think.
It's like the new version of planking.
Is it?
It's one of
but
those
a dance move.
Yeah, exactly. But it's one of those phase things, you know. Goes
Oh,
through
right.
yeah.
I'm thinking a
that's
planking
right.
dance move is going to be pretty boring.
Yeah, it is boring. But people are almost doing the plank dance in nightclubs, you know.
What do you mean? How does that go? Show it to me.
they just stand still with a drink, you know. You got to let your hair down. You got to let loose, you
People
know.
are too shy, though. They don't want to make a fool of themselves.
Nah, you only live once, right? YOLO.
I think so. I think next episode that we should dance the whole episode. It'd be way more fun.
I think that would be awesome. Guys, thanks so much for joining us for another episode of Melbourne 22. Next week, we look into what women in the workplace really think.
And to take us out tonight, let's groove with some very sophisticated ladies, the Nymphs.
I'm gonna dance to the heels of my shoes, make my mother wanna cry, and I sweat from the heat in the corner of my eye. I can see another shake, a shoe. Wow, yeah. My tongue may be silent, but my heart is loud. Yeah. Stepping on through this midnight crowd. It's gonna beat to the soles of my feet, start to blister and the bones of my legs get weak. Tell me, sister, can you see what I see? Another shake, a shoe. Wow, ba-do. Don't take hold of me. I need my room. So don't tire. Come dancing. Whoa, dancing. Yeah. Not holding out for one who's dancing. Yeah. Not sitting silent on those cool chairs. I'm gonna dance to the heels of my shoes, make my mother wanna cry, and I sweat from the heat in the corner of my eye. I can see another shake. I can see another shake. Honey, I can see another shake. A shoe. Wow.